Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Lectures in Architectural Design Studio Subject 4. On this shady occasion, let us always pray and give thanks to the presence of Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala for all the blessings in the form of health. Hopefully, we will always be in His protections wherever we are. Today, I will present the results of my design, Zhafirah Condominium and Mall, namely the Diamond Central Square, which is located in the Tohu Amir Hamzah Street. Before I start the presentation, I will introduce myself first. My name is Talitha Zhafirah, and my student ID number is 180406091, and I'm from B1 class. Let's get started with the presentation. This is my first slide. I want to show you the view of my final design buildings. This is the front view. Here's the pictures. It is called the Diamond Central Square. This is the project from Architectural Design Studio 4. And next, I want to explain the locations of my buildings. This is the picture of the location here in the red shape. The said location is on the Teuku Amir Hamzah Street, Medan Helvetia District, Medan City, North Sumatra. And the site area is about 14,700 square meter, and the contour is flat. Below the picture of the locations, this is the site limits of each view. From north, we can see a local resident housing, and from east, we can see a big green empty land, and from south, we can see Teuku Amir Hamzah Street and so many commercial buildings along with local resident housing, and from west, we can see a commercial buildings along with local resident housing. We choose this site because this site is located in one of the commercial area in Medan City, and also the site location in the area is really strategic because it is one of the main roads in Medan City, and it is very suitable for condominium and mall placement because it is located between many residential and commercial buildings such as Lembur Kuring, in Boxfood Market, and Opal Kopi, and so many more. And next, I want to tell you the design theme of my buildings. I choose the contemporary architecture, and there are several characteristics in contemporary architecture that I choose. The first one is expressive mass composition, and the second is it is a practical and flexible form of design, appearing simpler but daring to use color patterns and lines in the appearance. The second one is respect for site or harmonization with the external environment. It is the ability of contemporary architecture to establish a harmonious relationship between the building and natural environment is one of the advantages. The third one is the concept of space seems open. The use of glass walls between spaces and corridors in the building, as well as optimal openings so as to give the impression of an open and non-massive building on the spatial patterns. And the next one is essential comfort. It is use of colors as needed, use of materials and textures based on the use of space, good and obtrusive lighting and ventilation. The next one is maximizing landscape elements. Application of vegetation elements based on function and can turn all activities. And the last one is new material and technology. The use of materials such as glass, wood, and we're gonna use a new technology for building structures in accordance with the functions of the buildings. And the next one is my concept. The concept of my buildings, it is called the Diamond Central Square using the contemporary architecture concept. I'm using the words diamonds because diamond formed by high pressure and temperature and a long process in the bowels of the earth. So I want this building will undoubtedly sparkle like diamond, which will continue to be used by humans and become one of the sparkling and iconic buildings. So I want my buildings to become a sparkling one and a central in the Medan City. So I call it a Diamond Central Square. This building is a multifunctional building that functions as a mall and condominium. This Diamond Central Square is also designed to have a harmonization with the external environment. The concept of space seems open, essential comfort, maximizing landscape elements, and use the new and modern material and technology, and combined with the contemporary theme. And this building is expected to be one of the buildings that can meet the needs of the surrounding environment, especially in providing entertainment and shelter for the community. Next is my mass informations. My mass information, the first one, I made the shape from a rectangle and I'm putting it up to a 3D dimension. like this. And after that, I'm thinking about every side of the corner and the rectangle. I made it into a curve. And on the second and third floor, I made a big curve in the middle here. And in the third, for the condominium shape, is also from the rectangle. And after that, I cut it into several placements. So it looks like a bunch of rectangle became into one. In here, here's the final mesh transformations that I made. The next one is the analysis from my site location for the sun. The site is oriented to north and south, and the front facade is facing south so that the direction of sunlight doesn't go directly towards the front and back of the buildings. And the second one is wind. The wind blows from the southeast heading towards the northwest side. And for the directions on the air fence will be better if it's directed to the southwest and exit in the northeast at the side. For noise and circulations, on the south side of the site are the main roads, and there are so many commercial buildings, which is the main source of noise, namely the Amir Hamza Street, while less noise comes from the west and north because there is the local resident houses, and from the east is the least noise because there's a big green empty land. For view to the west, we can see a big local resident house. View to the east, we can see a big green empty land. And view to the south, we can see many commercial buildings and houses where local residents live. And also we can see the main roads towards the side is the Kuamerhaza Street. So this is the view of the main activity of the around the site location in the city. For view to the north, we can see many local resident houses. And for access to my site and my buildings, the site can be accessed from one direction. It's namely the Amir Hamza Street, and the road is the main road, which is a two-way street with a wide side. And next is the design of my floor plan. The first one is the first floor. This is my first floor and my design of the outdoor area. I made two way out for two multifunctional from my buildings. The first way in is for my condominium. I want to explain the entrance for my condominium. The first one is here. We can go in from here and then here towards the drop off, and after that we can go into the basement and out from the basement. And going out to the way out from the condominium ways, and here go to the main roads. And for the entrance for the mall, I have two entrances. The first one is the main entrance at the middle and the front of the buildings, and the second one is from the right side. The first one, in the middle, you can drop off the passenger here and you can go straightly outside, or you can choose the main entrance in the right side. And after that, you can go to the basement and out from the basement. And if you want to pick up a passenger, you can turn around in here and turn around again, and you can go outside in here. I made a several outside area around the mall. I have a park, and here's like a pool. This is the park. This is a children playground. This is like a mini park. And here is also a mini park, and I made it into a gazebo and have a water fountain and children playground. After, if you want to breathe a fresh air, if you board inside the buildings, you can go outside to breathe a fresh air, and you can choose one of these outside area. When you go inside the building area in the first floor, you can see a Starbucks coffee, Gramedia, bakery, and department store. And this is the escalator. I also have a back escalator and lift. This is the main lift here in the middle. For the emergency services, I put it in the two sides here and here. For the bathroom, I put it also in the two sides, in the right side and in the left side. And I also have elevator in the back side and a lift for passenger also in the back side. So I have two elevator and lift in the middle and in the left side. In the middle in atrium and the back side. And for the condominium, I have this, in this side is for the counter, and in here is for the passenger to wait, and here the lift and the emergency here, emergency stairs. And next is the floor plan for my basement. For basement 1, I made this for the mall passenger, and also I have a loading dock here, and car basement, and also a motorcycle side here, and go straight to the lobby lift, go straight to the first floor, and here's for the mall, and in the basement 2 is for condominium, and you can go straightly to a lobby condominium. So these 2 basements have their own function. The first one is for mall and the second one is for condominium. And this is the floor plan for each of the floor from the mall. This is the first floor. This is the second floor. This is the third floor. The first floor, as I already explained in the first page. And this is the second floor. I put a food market here. Food market, a big food market. And in the atrium, I put a chair. And there's a bunch of retails and also 2 sides for the bedrooms, emergency services, and for lift and elevator. And also I put a gym in the second floor and a department store. On the third floor, I have a big supermarket and gym and indoor pool just for the condominium area, and another retail and video game center on the third floor. This is the floor plan for the 4th to 9th floor for the condominium. In condominium, I have 3 types of rooms. The first room is the first type that have just 1 bedrooms and living rooms and kitchen, such as a balcony. Each room has a balcony, but with a different size. For the second type of rooms that have 2 bedrooms and more large kitchen area and dining area, and also have a 2 balcony for the main master bedroom and for the public area. And also each of the rooms has a foyer. For the third types of rooms, I made 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms in each of the bedrooms with master bedrooms and larger master bedrooms, and the last one is for the child bedrooms. After you can see the difference between the first type and second type. In the third type, I made 2 living rooms. The first one is for guests, and the third one is just for family, and a big kitchen set, and also a dining room. And also I have 2 balcony for the third rooms, each balcony. So every room have each balcony with a different size of rooms. And on the 10th floor, I made a restaurant and bar. In the left side, I made a bar and restaurant that have 2 functions, indoor and outdoor here. And in the right side, I have 2 functions too in indoor and outdoor. Here's the restaurant. This is the restaurant, and I have 2 different concepts for both of the bar and restaurant. And in the back, I made an outdoor area. And also in the middle here is for the bathroom for the guests that want to come to the bar and the restaurant. And the last one is rooftop plan. There is a rooftop water tank and other functional that have to be in rooftop plan. And this is the section of 2 sides of my buildings. The first one is section FF. You can see the core. I made the structure of my building is rigid frame and core. This is the rigid frame, and this is the core. And in section 8, you can see the core also in the middle. The next one is the elevation. For my elevations, this is the front elevation, back elevation, right elevation, and left elevation. And the picture below is the color elevation 1, the front view, back view, right view, and left view. This is my site. I want to tell you about the outdoor area of my site. Here is the number 1, as I said, is a children playground. Here's the picture. And the second one is a park, a big park with a gazebo, pool, and so many functions. You can breathe a fresh air or take a picture here. Here's the picture. Here's the view. And on the fourth, here's the little park that has a gazebo, water fountain, and still playground where you can wait for public transportations or private transportations. Here's the pictures. And also for the third and 5 is the view for the rooftop area or outdoor area. Here's the picture for the third one is the outdoor area for bar and resto. And in the 5th is the outdoor area for the restaurant. As you can see that they both have a different concept. This is the pictures of each of my views of the final design of my buildings, Taiwan Central Square. This is here, the entrance, the outdoor area, the perspective, front view, the perspective. This is the entrance from the right side from the mall. This is the outdoor area, and this is the perspective from the left side. This is a bunch of pictures from a view from condominium. This is a view from condominium. This is the back view from the condominium, and here's the entrance for condominium at the back here, and this is the side is for going to the basement. Here's the view. Here the bar and restaurant is the outdoor area at the rooftop. Here you can see a bunch of chairs that you can spend time with your family here or breathe the fresh air at the rooftop and enjoy the view on the site here. And this is a picture and a view from my interior. The first one is bakery inside the mall. Here's the picture of this. The bakery, it's called Panificio. And the second one is from my condominium in the first type of rooms. Here's the rooms and here's the kitchen set. And also here's the dining rooms. Became one because it's smaller rather than the second type and third type. And this is the view for my market. Here's the front view, back view, right view, and left view. Here's the final maquette of my final design of Diamond Central Square. It's beautiful. And here's another picture, another view from my maquette. Here's the perspective of my maquette. Here's the perspective of my maquette. And here's another picture of the perspective of my maquette. And this is my design poster for my project in Architecture Design Studio 4. In the first page, I explain about my name and my project. First one is location, where is my site location, and my design team and my concept. And on the second page, I explain about my mass transformations, my site analysis, and my outdoor area of my site. In the third page, I explain about the interior view and the floor plan. And on the fourth page, the last page, I explain about and put a picture of my elevations and my market. That's all of my presentations. Thank you for listening to my presentations, and I'm sorry if there is a mistake. And for the last one, I want to show the 3D video of my final design, Diamond Central Square. Here, check it out. Thank you for listening to my presentation and watching a video of my design. Thank you to all of the lecturers in Architectural Design Studio 4, especially to my class lecturer, Mr. Imam, and the coordinator lecturer, Mr. Dola. And I'm sorry if there is a mistake. Thank you so much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.